Hello Aquarius, welcome to your weekly reading. Today we're going to be looking at what you need to know about the week at hand, the energies at play, getting some advice from your spirit guides, ancestors, and angels about the week at hand and what you need to know to best support you. Hi, my name is Chandraj, and if you are new to my channel, then welcome back. If you are returning, then hi, it's good to see you again. Okay, Aquarius, let's get started with your weekly reading. In setting an intention, calling upon Aquarius's spirit guides, ancestors, angels, all those that walk with them, that support them, to lend their voice and their presence in this reading today. As we ask for some clarity and guidance about the primary energies of the week. As we start this week, this Monday, May 12th, there is a full moon in Scorpio. It's a very potent, powerful energy that's asking us to take a look into our own shadow aspects to see what we need to know to keep going. Primary energy of the week is the Chariot. This is going to be a week about you fully tuning into your own body, your own self, your own vessel, so that you're able to push forward, to move forward, and to be realigned on your trajectory. I'm feeling that there's something about this week that's realigning you into your own core purpose, what you're here to do, and is getting you back in the saddle, essentially, in some way or another. And the portal through that is through the attunement to the body, the self, your own being. All right, Aquarius, let's get a little more curious. Let's see what the cards have to say about the energies of the week. Asking for Aquarius's spirit guides, ancestors, and angels, and their presence, their voice. Calling upon this guidance. What does Aquarius need to know about the energies of the week, what's going on, to best support them in the path ahead? Asking for Aquarius. Ooh, thank you. What does Aquarius need to know to best support them in the week at hand? Thank you. Ooh, I think we need just a few more. Okay. Thank you. Sometimes the cards are very focused, very direct. Sometimes the cards, well, sometimes we get a lot. Okay, this is a little too much, but we're gonna keep it on the side here. I'm gonna take it all into account. It looks like your spirit guides have a lot that they want to say. Okay. So looking at the beginning of the week where we have the sun, there's really this focus on you and your core identity, and perhaps this full moon actually feels beneficial for you, that there's this illumination into who you really are, the breakthroughs that you have been making in the past few years, past few months, and you're really feeling into that joy, the capability of that joy. But this also may be accompanied by some extreme circumstances as well. Divine clarity on something that you just didn't see before. Divine clarity about something that happened in your childhood, even. There may even be some kind of revelation in regards to your relationships, your career, as I look a little more further where we have the Knight of Cups, the Queen of Wands. Some revelations about what you need to know about these aspects of your life. This may be uncomfortable, it may be a little blaring, but for you, there's this potential to, wow, okay. Well, as I look even further, Aquarius, whatever it is that is being brought into the light, and we have the Nine of Swords, there may be some kind of like overwhelm even, or the mind trying to figure some things out as we go later into the week, where the Nine of Swords, swords represent the element of air, the mind. And in this illustration, where there's this person that is in bed with all these swords hanging above them, it's the way that the mind weighs down upon ourself, our reality, our situation. And whatever it is that's coming to light at the beginning of this week, you need to know that you have the creative capacity for transformation in your life. You have the creative capacity to continue on your path of healing and to feel into yourself. You have the Ace of Wands into the middle of the week. There's an opportunity for you to grow in the circumstances of this week. For some of you, there may be a new opportunity in career, education, a course that you're taking, a new job, a decision to travel. There's something that's coming about through all of this where if you know that you don't need to get trapped into what the mind is trying to tell you, there's a creative opportunity, there's an insight onto what you need next. And it's expansive. You are ready to expand in some aspect of your life to unveil the natural beauty that is there. Looking a little further into the Page of Swords, the 10 of Swords, there is a decision to make a greater change for yourself. This can be a change in who you conceive of yourself, who you are, your purpose, what you're here to do. There's this ending that trails into the week. Really interesting to see how the cards have played out given this intensity of this full moon. But it seems that as the wave moves out stronger, if you will, that it intensifies some of the lessons that are being played out in this transit. So at the end of the week, through all of this, I would recommend that you're giving yourself some way of finding stability, because it's looking like very much like highs and lows, navigating these insights for expansion, opportunity, self-realization, and then also being confronted with, oh wow, like these parts of myself that no longer are me or serve me, they're being let go, they're being released. And it looks very intense in that way, where it then leads into the Strength card, the 9 of Pentacles, 8 of Pentacles. It's all surmounting into the end of the week, into this weekend. You really assessing, okay, with whatever has been shown to me in my life, in my work, my relationships, perhaps it's been creating a lot of stories or bringing up about a lot of possibilities around fear, but it's this major opportunity for expansion, a new opportunity for change, a new job, being able to go somewhere else, and it's leading into this really big transformation for myself. And it's an opportunity for strength, for major healing, for finding compassion in circumstances, being able to enjoy the 9 of Pentacles, who I am now in my independence, in my resilience, in my own sovereignty. And the 8 of Pentacles, the 2 of Wands, there may be this even deeper assessment of what have I been putting my energy into and how can I choose differently? That may be what's being illuminated, is something being taken away or something that's no longer working, asking you to rethink, where am I putting my energy? How can I put it best to lead into my own independence, my own sovereignty, loving myself, loving my body, loving my life, and moving through some challenging stories that the mind has to give us in order to get there. Because on this long-term path, you have the Queen of Swords, the King of Swords, the 10 of Wands. You know, I know it hasn't been easy, Aquarius, in the past few years. A lot of the struggle, the challenges, the things that have felt like they've weighed you down before, you are ready to move beyond them and to transform them. You already are transformed, and you have the capability to be expanded under pressure, it seems. And it's coming back to the Page of Pentacles. You getting refocused and, okay, what am I doing for work? What am I doing for my sense of self out in the community, for my income? How am I nurturing myself? Even, my goodness, I am, with all of this and everything that's here, we're going to take a look at some advice from Aquarius's spirit guides, ancestors and angels, asking for some clear advice on what Aquarius needs to know. to best support them in this week? What does Aquarius need to know? Ooh, we're going to have to take that one. I keep wanting to flip out. Horus, cosmic gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. So whenever we feel like we're having a breakdown in our life, it's the opportunity for a breakthrough. When we're having a breakdown or there's some kind of challenge that comes up emotionally in the heart and our mind, it's leading to a miracle if we can move through it and really own it and experience it. And so seeing this advice, your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Reattune to the stories that you've been playing into your mind. This may be the major transformation, is you reshaping the way that you create your world through your thoughts, through your perspective. And miraculous changes are occurring. There's some big time transformation happening for you this week, Aquarius. It's available, and I can see that it's rounding out into feeling a lot more grounded, a lot more stable within yourself, loving yourself. And if you're able to really see that whatever change is coming about, that it's here for your own expansion, your own transformation, and ultimately for your healing. My goodness, Aquarius. It's a very intense week for everybody here on planet Earth. So take care of yourself, Aquarius. I hope that this reading was helpful for you, and I'll look forward to seeing you this next week. Bye, Aquarius.